everybody, my name is Lynne Telfer and I am making a brand new series showing how to use ICT in innovative and exciting ways in the classroom. Every episode will show one particular lesson plan for one particular subject, and we are going to have a lot of fun. So stick around, see how we can really ramp up education into the 21st century. See you soon. Good morning, it is time again to excite and explore. So let's see what we're going to do today. Today is science, year 7 level, so around about 12 to 14 years. Why do we breathe? Some key questions that we're looking at is what happens when we breathe? What parts of the body are we using? Why do we breathe? And looking at how do we find out what is happening when we breathe? So, what are we going to do? Now, well, let's go 21st century, shall we? We're going to look at making a virtual model of the respiratory system with working parts. So what do we need? Well, we're going to make red blood cells and a way of carrying oxygen and carbon dioxide through the whole system. So let's begin. So now we are on the brand new world that is super flat. No monsters, no animals. I've set the day to be locked and no weather. So we are ready to go. Now, step 1 is basically allowing students to know that we are going to be making working models of the respiratory system using the turtles, so the robots, to represent parts of the system. Now we're going to be representing 3 things. In part 1, we're going to be representing the oxygen and then carbon dioxide. Part 2 of this will be the red blood cells and what they do. Now, it is best if this is done in groups of 2 or more. Students can spread out and make their models of the bodies. Now, I just want to show you something that's really useful in Minecraft EDU. Especially if you've got kids that are a little bit, distracted. So, these are barrier blocks. Imagine if you make some really big plots. A little bit bigger than this, for sure. And you can then place each group into their own plot. They cannot break out of here. They can dig, they can fly, but they will not be able to get past these blocks. Which means that the people in this group cannot interfere with the people in this group. It just makes the life a little bit easier for everyone. So you can make those up before you start. Now, the kids will then be able to make their respiratory system model. Now, I found the best way is that you follow a diagram of Google and then try and work out how to make it work for this particular exercise. And here's one that we've done earlier. Alright, so here is a model that I've made. I'll just get up to the right thing here. And I found that this particular model is really easy if you stretch the arm straight out, because then you can make what we call a straight vein there. Okay. And you can see I've got the lungs, I've got all the way through, we've got the mouth there, we've got the nose and all that sort of thing. So the kids can work out using colours of wool or whatever blocks they like. Also, I have signs everywhere and the students are able to place signs down, and as you can see, you can do quite a lot of different things. They could have a big sign, blah, or a normal sign, and there's also lots of other ways of doing it. You can have books stored there that they can write stories about the function of each of these, or whatever you want to do. For this exercise, I've just put down some signs representing all the different parts of the respiratory system, and that's fine. So, the next thing we're going to do is look at how we can represent the oxygen going in and the carbon dioxide coming out. So, what we're doing here is we have oxygen and carbon dioxide. So if I go grab some oxygen, I want to place that here, and I want the carbon dioxide to be already in the body. There we go. And we are going to write a program where we breathe in and take that with us and put it over there. And then breathe out, take that with us and take it, put it over here. And it will then repeat. Now, it's quite easy to do this, thank goodness. We are going to use the robots, and this is where we're going to give ourselves a robot. Okay, it's got to be a mining robot. And we've got our remote control. Excellent. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I've got the remote control already. I've got to put a turtle down. Let's put him right there. Okay, and I'm going to then choose my turtle. Now I've already done this once before, so I've got a lot of the programming already done, but that's okay. I'm going to redo it and show you exactly how it's done the easiest way. Let's get this turtle looking good. Okay, he's got to be cute. I think that color there. It doesn't matter what the kids design it, as long as it's called breath. There you go. There's breath. Now we're going to do some cool things with breath. Okay, first of all, we're going to make him do this. Turn, turn. Go forward as many times as necessary. And the kids will have to work out what their particular path is. Turn. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think it's meant to be 12 anyway. There we go. And all the way until you get to turn. There we go. Until you're here. Okay, and you're ready to dig this one out and place the next one. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. And when we're on the way back, we just reverse the whole process. Okay, so let's go back and program this little baby. The other thing I really like to do is make the computer tell us what it's doing. So we're going to use a lot of say commands in this. And the kids are going to love that bit too. There I am, look at that. Okay, so we'll put this little guy back where he's meant to be, and let's write his program. Okay, first of all, I just realized we've got to put something in his inventory. We need the blue wool in number 1 and the grey wool in number 2. So there's our oxygen and our carbon dioxide. So we want to start with selecting the wool. So it's now got its wool sort of in its hands, if you like. And we want to now move. So we're going to move, move. Okay, so he's turned around. Now, I know because I've counted before that I need to move 7 steps. Repeat. 7. Do. Okay, so I just need to move forward 7 steps. End. Leave that up one. Okay, then I need to turn. And the kids are going to have fun working out what their particular pattern is. Repeat. Mine is 12. Do. And I'll just do one of those. And put the end in. And then it's got to turn this way. Nope, wrong way. That would have been interesting. Okay, and this time it goes 5. Repeat. 5. So get the kids to plan out exactly what their path is, write it down, and when they put this program in, it should work especially for their little program. Okay, so it's moved. It's got to turn, go 1 forward, and it will be there. Okay, so let's call this, because I'm doing a tutorial, I'm going to call this one Shoot, Breathe In. Okay, so we've got the tube, breathe in. Alright, let's test it. Run. Oh, I'm still the robot. I might just get out of there. So you can test it either way. There he goes. And he is perfect. Okay, so he has gone down into the lungs. Now he's ready to destroy this and place the blue to show that the blue has got there, that the oxygen is there. Not too hard to do. 0. Okay. So to do that, we tell it to dig what's in front of it, so it destroys the block that's in front. We know that it's already got slot 1 chosen, so place the oxygen. Once we place the oxygen, we can actually tell it to tell us what's happened. Okay, the oxygen is now in the lung. There. Okay. Now what we want to do is pretend the oxygen's been absorbed by the body, so we're going to dig it. Okay. Now you don't have to have all this data, but it's really cool if the kids can put as much information as possible. The oxygen, I don't know why I put capitals, but anyway, has been absorbed into the body, or the blood. Let's put it in the blood. Okay, or it won't fit. Okay, it's been absorbed, okay? Yeah. Okay. Alright. So it's been absorbed. Now we've got to set up ready for the next time. So we're going to pretend that there's a bit of carbon dioxide ready. So we're going to pick number 2. Okay. And we're going to place it there. Place. Okay. And I think I've run out of space. Okay, so I can't do it anymore. Alright. It's only got limited space. So what I can do here is totally cheat and put this, say, here and that there. Okay, make a bit of room. So I just want one more say in here. There we go. So, I've got another room for a say. Cheat. Okay, so this one I want to say picked up carbon dioxide. There. Looking good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is test it. Now I can't run the test because he is not in the right place. So I will go back to here. Tell him to go back where he was. Yo. Go back. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, I can see kids having races using this. Yeehaw! There we go. Okay, let's put him in the right spot. Come on, little turtle. You can do it. Yeah, okay. So let's run it and see what happens. Oh, here he comes. Where is he? There we go. Here he comes. He's pacing along there. Beautiful. Okay, he's broken it. There we go. Alright, so what has he said? The oxygen is now in the lung. You can see I've been testing. It's now in the lung. The oxygen has now been absorbed and picked up the carbon dioxide. So it's done all those 3 things. Happy with that. Okay. So now we need to breathe out. And as you saw, I don't have enough room in that to make a program, to continue the program. So I'm going to make a new program called Breathe Out. Really simple, just going the other way. Okay, so now all I have to do is make a new program. Hello, this one, there we go. Alright, tutorial, breathe out. So the kids do have to come up with breathe in program and a breathe out program. Beautiful. So we now realize where he is and we turn him around. And I reverse everything I've done. Now because I've got this in my head, I can quite quickly do this. And if the kids have written theirs down, they can then just reverse it. Okay, so that's there. Just to turn to go pipe. Goes 12 times. Moves forward, put an end in there. And then he turns that way. And then, oops, copy that. Wow. Give me that. Repeat that 7 times. This will get him to the right place. That's really good. Boop. There. So he's now facing that other block. So we need to make sure, I think I've already done this bit. It doesn't have to do it again. Just to make sure. We should be having that in our hands. Yep. I think we already do, but it doesn't matter to put that in. Okay. So what we're going to do is dig the one that's away. Alright. And then tell it, I'll do it here because I don't want to run around a room again. Say, okay, breathed out carbon dioxide. Done. Okay, so we dug out, oh, I've got to place it. So let's place it first, and then I'll just move these down after that. You're there. You're there. Okay, so we've placed the carbon dioxide, we've breathed it out. We'll dig it up again, and we'll choose slot 1 this time. I want to put the oxygen down. Beautiful. And again, I want to say something. So I'm going to totally cheat there. All right. Breathing. Is it correct? No, I'll put a Q there. I thought that was a strange A. Breathing in oxygen. Okay, so now we'll start the breathing in process again. And that should now be all correct. So, let's see. Where is my little dude at the moment? Okay, so he's here, so we need to run the breathe out program from here. Okay, so let's try it. Oops, I always hit the wrong button there. 0. So we're on the breathe out and run. And I don't want to be in him, I want to actually watch. I crashed. We've had a crash. I bet you any money I've missed a step. And that's absolutely fine. You just go back and have a look, see what's happening. Stop the program. Yeah, kind of forgot to make it turn. Yeah, okay. I'll put a turn in there. Alright, so just put him back where I want him to be. Yep, there. Okay, run this again. Yeah, that looks right now. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, let's get out of that so I can watch. Where are you? There you are. Okay, I forgot to place back the oxygen, because there should be oxygen there, ready to go. Alright, so we'll put the oxygen back in, and then we're ready for the final step. So, the oxygen is, okay, we're on breathe out, okay. Select one, yep, I've got to place it, okay. So place the oxygen. Voila. Okay, so that's now correct. Now we don't want the students to sit there going breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, play. We want it to do it automatically. So the final little program is called breathe. Oops, it's already one of the tutorial breathe. Okay. Now with breathe, we want this to run forever. And the way you make this run forever is you go while true do. So while this is true, which is forever, we are going to basically run breathe in and run breathe out. And put the end on there. Okay, so run this forever. Okay. Alright, so before I do that, I need to just manually place a blue block there. So I'm just going to grab that just to get it all set up, ready to go. So it won't complain when it tries to dig it up and it's not there. Okay, so we've got toot, breathe, run. Okay, and you'll see our little breath has gone into the body. Okay, the oxygen is down the lungs. It's been absorbed, picked up the carbon dioxide. And it is breathed out the carbon dioxide and breathing in oxygen. As you can see, it is now looping forever. Now the cool thing about that is the students can then start using the vocabulary about the respiratory system, and really what you can do with this be awesome. They can take screenshots of it, they can take screenshots of the program they wrote, they can make a little video, whatever you want to do with it, and they can explain what's happening. Okay, it'd be really cool to see these programs on YouTube running. Alright guys, that was part 1. Part 2 is when we are going to make this vein actually work with red blood cell going up and down it, and we will show that in the next episode. Thanks for joining me, and I hope that you really enjoyed the first of the teacher tips, and I will see you next time. Until then, bye!